Hello everyone, it's Kerry from Low and Life Designs and I'm back today for a deck walkthrough. So this is a deck that I received only a couple of days ago. I've worked with it a handful of times. I've not worked with it professionally yet, but I've used it for myself and for friends. And I've just actually finished recording a pick a card reading where one of the piles is this deck. And that's the first sort of public reading I've done with the deck. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm completely in love. Yeah, it's beautiful. So I'd like to get on and show you the gorgeous cards as soon as possible. So it is the Slavic Legends Tarot and it's by Taroteca Studio, who is the same creator that brought you the Dark Mansion Tarot. And also, I have the box here, the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. This is so far my favourite because I'm very drawn to, I work a lot with trees. I'm very drawn to nature and this deck is just beautiful. So first things first, I bought the laminated version. So it is shiny, it does pick up lights if lights are shining on it. This is the back. I know that the matte version, which has the rose petal finish, which I find really hard to shuffle. Some people love it. I find it really difficult. That has a slightly different back. I think it's still got this sort of Celtic knot, but it is slightly different. So just in case you've seen any other walkthroughs, that's the only difference. It is still from the same creator in the same studio. So also, obviously, this is Slavic Legends. I don't know any Slavic legends. I literally saw about 3 cards and thought, oh my goodness me, I need this deck in my life. And I'm very glad that I did listen to my instincts, my intuition, because I do need it in my life. It's gorgeous, as I keep on saying. And I have heard since that Taroteca Studio are releasing a PDF, I think it is, which is oh god, sorry, I'm so excited I can't talk. So usually with their decks they don't have a guidebook, they don't have a little white book, they have no instructions about reading the tarot at all in their decks because it very closely follows the RWS. So you can obviously buy, if you're new to tarot and you need some more guidance, you can buy a normal RWS book to go along and it will help you interpret the cards. However, because even though, as you will see in a minute, it is very Rider-Waite-Smith based, some of the characters that come up in the cards and some of the stories that are being told that is obvious through the cards, I don't know the stories. So, they're actually releasing a PDF of all the stories and how they link to each of the cards. So as soon as I get that, I will be able to get even more in depth, but it's all just gorgeous. So I will stop blabbering and I will get on with showing you the gorgeous, gorgeous cards. So I'll just move that out of the way a little bit. I'll keep it in shot still though. Okay, so these are the backs, as I've already said. Oh, it's a dull silver edging. So this is, just for comparison, this is my heavily laminated Dark Mansion Tarot, and it's shiny. And this is much more matte. Yeah, you can see how it's not as reflective, but, and in real life, this is almost more bronze than that, but they're both gorgeous. They're absolutely stunning. And, you know, they shuffle beautifully. They're just gorgeous to have in your hand. Absolutely stunning. Right, so what I'll do is hold them up a little bit for you so you can see. So the first card is obviously the Fool. Now there are numbers at the very top of the, I don't know if they're no. So we have writing on the bottom here, and we have numbers of the majors up here. Actually, I'm not going to hold them because they're just, you're not going to be able to see them properly. I'm just going to pull the doobry down a bit. So again, like I say, I'll keep that in shot. And there we go. Okay, so we have the Fool. Oops. The Magician. I'm just going to put those over there because they're not going to stay in a neat pile, are they? I don't want to be concentrating on that. Look how beautiful the High Priestess is. Now, to me, this High Priestess to me looks like a witch. You know, like a real, like a green witch. You know, she's into her herbs, and you can imagine her making herbal remedies for villagers, and she's writing in her book, in her grimoire, all about how she, you know, how much of what she's using. She has crystals down here. This is actually a scythe here that she's used to cut all the greenery, but it also looks very much like the half moon as well, bringing in your intuition and everything. I think it's the most beautiful, possibly the most beautiful High Priestess card I've seen, actually. Again, the Empress. I usually have a real issue with pregnant Empresses, but my God, look at her. Look at her horns. Look at all the green. You know, she's a creature of the forest, isn't she? Look at all the lights around it. Oh, honestly, I could talk about each one of these decks for cards, sorry, forever. Beautiful Emperor. Just trying to see if his eyes are closed. No, they're not. No, they're just pale. It's residing over his kingdom. Gorgeous Hierophant. In fact, what if they could be the same person? They possibly could. I'm so looking forward to having the PDF. I don't think it's going to be an actual book, but it is going to be a PDF. Oh my God, look at this Lover's card. How gorgeous. Now look, these people here. I don't know what they're about. But I love, look at the wreaths with the candles. Oh, don't you just want to live in that forest with those little, whatever they are? Now this, I've been told, because this was a bit, oh my God, when I first saw this. So I've been told that this is Baba Yaga. And I don't know much about her, but she is a witch, and I think she can try to lead you astray. So with the Chariot card, it's all about willpower, isn't it? So I think that's her story, that's her legend. But again, looking forward to getting the actual stories. She's beautiful. Gorgeous card there for strength. The Hermit, which has grown to mean a lot to me now, this card, the Hermit card. Just trying to see what's up there. Is that a little robin? My goodness, I think it might be. Oh, that means even more to me now I've seen that. Absolutely gorgeous forest creature here. Absolutely stunning. Very interesting Wheel of Fortune. Look at all our threads all intermingling. Oh, look, hands coming in. I've not noticed that before. It's interesting actually looking at it through my phone. And they're all helping to weave. You know, they're all taking their part in the weaving process. What a gorgeous Justice card. My God. Just so stunning. The Hanged Man, also an interesting card. He's below ground too. These are roots that he's attached to. This looks like the top of the ground here. Looks pretty chilled out about it though. So yeah, looking forward to reading his story too. I'm looking forward to reading all the stories. I was just about to say the exact same for this, the Death card. Now this card, when I ordered the laminated, I think they call this laminated, the shiny. So when I ordered this deck, I got this as a preview card. And I was like, what deck is this? And when is it coming out? Because I don't know what this is about, but oh my God, I love it. Now it reminds me, near me, I live near a place called Necton's Glen. And you go down there and there's this incredible waterfall, and it kind of comes through like this big hole it's made in the rocks. It's absolutely stunning. It's a spiritual sort of gathering place, and it's very near to Tintagel. And legend has it is that King Arthur was baptized there by Merlin. Anyway, there's all these streamers and ribbons in the trees where people have left that. What they say there is that when you make a prayer or set an intention, you tie a ribbon to the tree, and that's what this reminds me of. So, you know, obviously their legend might be completely different, but that's what this reminds me of, and that's what the death card is, isn't it? It's transformation. So maybe you've set your intention, you've sent your prayers out to the universe, and now it's all taking shape. Now it's delivering to you. Gorgeous card here for Temperance. Again, it will make a lot more sense, I'm sure, once I've read about it. The Devil is a bit terrifying, quite terrifying. The Tower I find really interesting. I see him as like a god, one of the gods that's striking. It hasn't actually quite struck the tower. Oh, it's struck the very tip of it. Yeah, it has struck the very tip. But, you know, he is in control. It's not a random act. Star card. Gorgeous. Interesting that it's got night and day on it. Look at that. Now, this is one of the cards that we were allowed to, or we were invited to vote on which image we wanted. And this was the one I chose, so I'm glad that made the cut. It's gorgeous. The Sun. Very pleased not to see a naked baby on a horse. I'm loving these horned god-like people. Justice is gorgeous. No, sorry, Judgment is gorgeous. Look, her flute playing is waking up these little critters. How cute. Just so sweet. And she's another horned creature. And there you can just about make out the Roman numerals and the world. So we've got little fairies, little angels, another horned kind of antler person, and then all this transformation going on below the ground. So we see the beauty on the top and the ugly kind of transformation, hardcore stuff going on below her. Okay, now we have the Ace of Wands. I'm just going to move this because my hand's getting in the way. Let me move it to there so you can still see the name of the deck. I just love... Look at the art. It's just so gorgeous. And the three... I love that this really reminds me of like a Viking ship, which I suppose it would have been Slavic. I'm quite into Vikings at the moment. I recently did an Akashic reading for someone, and such a clear image of a Viking came to me while I was doing the reading, and oh my goodness. Five of Wands, very fiery energy, very aggressive, all fighting with each other, or maybe even with themselves. I mean, as I say, I don't know the legends. So could this be one creature with three heads? Almost attacking itself? How stunning is this? Six of Wands. Just so beautiful. The images are just gorgeous. Seven of Wands. Standing up for yourself. Eight of Wands. I like this. This has got the phoenix with it. 9. He's not backing down, is he? He's battered and bruised, but he's not standing down. I feel like I've seen her before as well. I don't know whether it's maybe one of the images that was released, possibly. But I do feel like I know her. Gorgeous page of wands. Very fiery night. But look at, the detail on the drawings is so gorgeous. Now you can get a large version. Now I won't be able to work with a large version because my hands are fairly small. So, I can just about shuffle a normal sized deck. How beautiful is she? Wow. Yeah, so you can get a large version of this, larger. I think it's probably, I don't know, maybe it's more that size. That's another, I must show you another great thing about the box as well before I put it all away. Okay. Yeah, so, but it's just lovely that I'm able to hold them up. Look at her. She's some kind of, she might be a mermaid. She's some kind of sea dwelling creature, isn't she? She's got kind of barnacles on her. Oh, how gorgeous is that? See, it's still got all the RWS symbolism. Look how she's looking at him. Oh. And that looks lovely too. I will have to speed up a bit because I've been ages. Look at this. I'm not sure what this is. I was going to say it's a crocodile, but it's got too many fins for a crocodile. Again, it will be in the book or in the PDF. But you can see that, even without the without knowing the stories and the actual legends, I'm just wondering if she's some sort of octopus creature. Gonna focus? It is completely possible to read this deck through, with RWS interpretations. Love this hand reaching out. And again, it's got the similar images that we're used to seeing. I like this as well. You just toss those aside. Be gone with you. Emotions holding me back. I think this is a goldfish. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. 10 of Cups. A really happy little family. Working together and enjoying spending time together with all their cups. Very sweet page. Ooh, he looks like a Viking too, doesn't he? Very similar actually to the chap I saw in my vision. I like how the kings and queens kind of match. They go together nicely. And we're onto the swords. Look at all the feathers. She even has feathers around here, so I wonder if she is some sort of part bird creature. Yeesh. This doesn't look fun, does it? But then when is it? Oh, it's a swan. It's 2 swans curled up. I thought these were snakes. But they're their beaks. 2 black swans. Oh, look at him all curled up. Another Viking. Yeah, Vikings are clearly something I need to be looking into, aren't they? Very strange that only a few days ago, and there's a Viking boat again, I had this vision, and now my new favourite deck has a lot of Vikings in it. So this is the Seven of Swords. This feels a lot more like he's hoarding rather than sneaking off with them. Mind you, he is sitting in a tree, so he may well have stolen them and not want to be found. Oosh. She really is bound, isn't she? Oh, look, she's a fae. She's a fae creature with those pointy ears. Oh, I love it. It's quite... No, it's not dark, is it? She says. I'm pulling this card. It's not dark. Oh my God, look at that for a nightmare. Oh... I don't like it when they use creatures for the Ten of Swords. However, at least this one is very much no longer with us. I wonder... Oh, God, there's... I'm not going to be able to remember it. There is a deck. It's a mass market deck. It's quite bright colours and it's all kinds of different legends from around the world. And fairy tales, folklore... And I wonder if that's the Ten of Swords. I'll have to have a look. Oh, I can't think what the name of it is. If I remember, I'll link it below. I don't have the deck because there is a card with something looking like a dog. You know, it has all its fur on it and it has got swords through its nose, mouth area. And that is the reason I don't have that deck. I couldn't bear to see it. I'd have to take that card out of the deck. And obviously that sort of defeats the whole object. But this isn't so bad because this is bones, not, you know, I'm aware that it was once a creature, but it doesn't seem quite as real. Page of Swords. It looks quite old, doesn't he, for a page? The others have looked quite childlike. Look at that for a Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. King of Swords. Very similar imagery here, which, as I say, I like. Oh, look at that. What's she got on her? So they almost look like bubbles, but you know, being the earth suit, I imagine they're not bubbles. Gorgeous card. Oh, there's going to be a lot of horned fae creatures, isn't there, in this suit? She says as she turns over a complete human. Look at this. Gorgeous. Wow. This is really screaming that your ancestors are with you here. Oh. 4 of coins. Another swan. Oh, 5 of coins. She's out in the cold. I love this card too. Watering her plants that have grown from seeds that she's planted. This is nice too. I love all his tools all around him that he's accumulated. He's acquired all this skill and knowledge and how to use all of them. Oh, and look at her. So she's on the box as well. Oh, beautiful. Another swan. I must also look up what swans mean. 10 of Cups. And sorry, 10 of Pentacles. Generational. Ancestral. See another young looking page. So it's only the Page of Swords looks a bit more weathered. Bit of a forlorn looking knight. But beautiful. Oh, look at the poppies. Oh, gorgeous. beautiful queen and a matching gorgeous king. So that is the deck. Now, another thing that I meant to tell you about this box that I can't get over is, look, it looks like a book. And there's even a bookmark in it. And it opens, look at that. So gorgeous. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure I showed you that because it just looks like a book. Stunning, 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 stunning deck. So, if I have a little shuffle, I can't read it to you from the book, which is what I usually do, but you can definitely see, and you can see how easy these are to shuffle as well. As I say, I find the rose petal finish ones really, really hard to shuffle. And I am ever so glad that they have now come out with, whoop, there we go, with decks that are laminated. I think that's what they call them, high lamination ones. Oh, King of Cups. Now, interestingly, the King of Cups is surrounded by, unless he's underwater, but he's holding a cup, so he can't be underwater. But stay balanced in your emotions today. Yeah, I'm just looking to try and see where he is, but no, he's on land. These look like plants, don't they? So stay balanced in your emotions today. Know that you can handle whatever it is that comes towards you today. Know that you have a full cup. You know, start to experience life with that full cup rather than with a feeling of lack. And yeah, just trust and know that you can handle anything. You are the master of your emotions. Be kind to yourself. I want to say counsel yourself. So maybe do some journaling. Maybe some emotions need to come up. You need to feel some emotions in order to release them. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I absolutely am in love with this deck. More and more I use it and flip through it, the more and more I love it. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.